I do apologise. How is everybody? Is everybody good tonight? All right, first thing we're going to do is so release the doors to allow passengers to board the train. You're in charge of RE 57034 as far as Augsburg with 2 BR423 units. Departure is scheduled at 1600 hours. Have a safe trip. Right, I'm going to pause that. Hear that? I said pause. Good. Right, game pause. And thank you for the follow, Rob Jansen. I need to get the gauge up and running. And then I had all this set up. It's just, I don't know why I bother setting things up sometimes. I really don't. Where's the map? There's the map. We have the map. We have a Danish bacon lover doing a follow. Right. Well, that took longer than expected. Well, of course it did. BMJ Epic, thank you for the host. Get some sounds up. Hopefully, I need to reconnect the other client so that we get workings. And open the doors. Astral Gear 354, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. You had the most epic timing after the song. Train Boy, you have to remember is that I see things about 15 seconds different to how you see them. So, Five Duck, thank you for the host and welcome to the stream. I don't remember seeing you before. Flying Scotsman, yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed the OMR streams. If for anyone that didn't see them, all 15 hours or 20 hours, whatever it is on the on YouTube. K-Dog, thank you for the host. So I've made a change to TS Connect, which is the thing that makes this thing work. And I have no idea if I'm going to completely have broken it, but we'll see. We will see how much damage I have just done to the software. What I've tried to do is I've tried to put a buffer in between how often it pans the how often it pulls the game to get information, which could completely ease the load on the game. Because I'm wondering whether with all of these gauges running and all of these buttons running, they're hammering the heck out of the game, trying to find, tell me this, 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 tell me this. It's crazy. You've got this thing to read back. Matthew say 1507, thank you for the follow. Did I say follow, Danish Spectrum Lover? I mean host. Thank you for the host. Yeah, so with all of this spamming away, I wonder whether or not that might be why it's causing unreliability, because, well, that's not what I want. So I've gone with seeing whether or not I can reduce the load and see if it works. Well, this is good. We can drive a train. Unfortunately, I did all these tests without having access to the rail driver, so I couldn't actually test any of it. It's the fun and games tonight. Forgot we're in a 30 limit in Munich, isn't it? So yes, BR423. This is Munich Regio Roster Part 4. Yeah, it's reading already. I think wipers are justified at this moment. So far, so good. The lights are showing up on the console correctly. The speedometer's reading correctly. The map appears to be updating. Well, if that's working, then Lord Sebastian, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Then the load on the game that this is causing has gone down by something like tenfold, which is almost Danger Mouse territory. Speed straight away. Yeah, well, I'm trying to tell you what's going on. I'm not. More important to talk to you, the viewers, than to watch what I'm doing. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Dang it. I must be dreaming. Why must I be dreaming, Katie? What have I done, said, or... limit. Matt, awful Matt. What have I said? Ed, you need to tell me what my bad jokes are. Sometimes I make bad jokes unintentionally. And then if I don't know I've made them, I can't reproduce them, make the same joke later on and make everyone go, oh! Oh, the Danger Master, yes. Yes, okay, yes, the Danger Master. Oh, because I'm in a world where it's all working, yeah, I know. Just opening your mouth about it. Oh, fringe, done. Right, heading up to 120. Buzzing is our first station. What's mod fail? No, one of the moderators must have done it. I haven't touched the commands in a long time. I think it's the definition of a mod fail if the mods have been messing with the commands. The only command I ever modify is the show one, and then the moderator's messing about with all the other ones, however they need it to be. Yeah, speedometer in the bottom right is indeed reading German. Is it reading MPH? Let me just fix that. Boom, it's now a German speedometer. The power! I was also trying to get the new OBS Studio working tonight, and found that so one of the things I've done is the cab background thing that I wrote. You saw me in a coding stream, I wrote this plugin to do the cab background dynamic changing. I rewrote it all within the application that drives all of this, so that with a view that I could remove the plugin and do it using a window capture, because then I could use OBS Studio, which doesn't support C# plugins yet. However, turns out that even though I've done all of that work, OBS Studio doesn't yet include the magical concept of a slideshow. So that looks like it's coming in version 15 though, not 15. So I will be in better shape come then to switch over to OBS Studio. Oh, OBS Studio isn't that hard, but it doesn't support slideshows, which is just daft. But I guess they've got to get every bit done as they go. Down below 45 before I hit the next the red light. Oh, sorry, the 500 hertz. Except it's a reduced speed. No 500 hertz. In which case, I'll maintain . 60 for this one, I guess. Yeah, 60. He says it's going over 60. No one's complaining about the wipers. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, there's passing. Fringe Starlin dropped his croissant? Yeah, apologies for that, Fringe Starlin. I'll try not to let you drop it ages. Right, coming into Pazing now. You saw that cheeky speed. Okay, let's slow down and stop. Only a few seconds late. I can live with a few seconds late. The Germans might not be very happy with me being a few seconds late, because they're a lot more precise than I am. But we got here in one piece without any P's or B or C for fails. So I'm inclined to call that first station stop a win. A5 Duck, welcome. Chris Rogers, yes, the weekend was excellent actually. As I said earlier, for those of you that haven't seen the videos and want to spend 20 hours watching them, they're all on YouTube. It was Saturday's stream was a bust because network fails. Did I stop at the Halterstelle sign? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Right, we're in restricted monitoring, so 40 kmh. That's a green light, but I'm not going to chance it. Actually, it's a green light. I'm releasing. 60 kmh, here we come. Ah. The Saturday stream with a Busters map was involved. Well, I wasn't that involved actually. It was mostly everybody else that was on the stream, and occasionally I just popped up and drove a train every now and again. I spent a bit of time actually in the garden running live steam trains. That was awesome. Would a cheap alternative track hire work just as effectively on TS? If you mean something like Track Hat, then Track Hat. I haven't tested it myself, but I understand it works beautifully. Train Lover, yes, live steam. It was G gauge. Right, Mammendorf, 22 kilometres. Accelerating up to speed. Switched over 12ZB. I no longer have to be ZB player. Right, we have a reduction to 120 kmh coming in 7.6 kilometres. Until that time, we shall just cruise on down the line. Let's grab us a screenshot. Ah, thank you. Oh, nearly missed it. I've no idea why we're not on the S-Bahn tracks for Cockelmouth. But then the S-Bahn doesn't go to Augsburg anyway, does it? It only goes to, I think Mammendorf is actually the end of it. So I don't know if this is an S-Bahn journey, even though we're on an S-Bahn train. Oh, Francesca's a person to ask, I don't know. Yes, the map is updating slower. That's intentional. Everything is updating slower at the moment. Because I think the instability of the game is because it was being hammered so hard by everything. So I've slowed everything down. I think they're once a second is what they're actually updating at the moment. Killer Kaninchen, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. I wanted that name to contain the word ninja somehow, but that's okay. What is the DTM URL? www.downthemineshaft.tv. Class 43433188. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Doing a squirrel. What's that, Arnold Ace Rimmer? Right, need to drop to 120 for Old Ching. I think this is where there's a junction up here, if memory serves. It doesn't work. Can someone else just try it and see whether or not it works with you? It's just www.downthemineshaft.tv. Oh, paying too much attention to the chat and making a mistake in the game. Yeah, I do that frequently. In my opinion, all the best streamers pay too much attention to the chat and not enough to the game. It creates more game fails, which is more entertainment. And you know what? If you're not here to entertain and talk to your viewers, then why stream? Why not just play? So that's kind of why I pay more attention to the chat, because you're important. Toby Train Spotting, the problem with doing an intro to the people who are present is that I'd have to do it about every 5 minutes. There's not really a good time to do an intro. Is there any TPTS this week? I don't know at the moment. No, I don't think I have got anything planned this week on TPTS. It's only a short week. It's only a short week. We only have 3 train sim days. Boo. Boo, bank holidays. Britannica, I don't know the answer to your question. What I would suggest is if you drop me an email or drop me a Twitch message, and I will go and find out what happened to your support team. It could be that they are investigating it, so we haven't got back to you yet. Steven Jam, thank you for the host, much appreciated. We need a pump car again. No, pump car. Twitch Plays pump car was an utter disaster. There is no way we should be repeating that. Oh, LZB has just ended. Dang it, that means I've got to drive the train myself. Ooh, I say again. Die Bratwurst, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. I love bratwurst, especially currywurst. Currywurst is awesome. Oh, normal pump car scenario. 6.8 kilometers to my sack. Flying Scotsman, so I'm starting to work with Francois to clean out the backlog, and I've got rid of the DTG and all the official DLC scenarios. I know you appreciate you took a long time to suggest them. However, what I'm losing at the moment is that the backlog is so big. I might as well just not have it, because I might as well just go on to Workshop and start picking them. Whereas I'm finding that a number of the scenarios I go and find from the work backlog now aren't there anymore. And it happens quite frequently. And yeah, you're right, Rich Darling. I'm trying to find good scenarios, and it's been very difficult because the list is so big now. So I've started working with Francois to try and clean up the list, and I'm going to have another approach to this, so that what we do, what does this mean in regards to scenarios you've submitted? So all your official ones, they're gone, don't resubmit them. If I want to do official scenarios, I'll go and find them. For the workshop scenarios, they should all be there. If any are missing, let Francois know. But if the workshop one should be there. Hey, Mammendorf! I'm just going to leave the wipers on, don't worry. Fringe Starling, what does this mean in regards to... Oh, that's Fringe Starling said that. If it's a work... Like I said, sorry, I'll say it again. If you've submitted workshop scenarios, it's great. If you've submitted official scenarios, then they've gone. I'll go and find those as and when I need them. My preference is to run workshop scenarios. I run official scenarios when I'm I want to show a particular loco and no one suggested a scenario. But like I said, my plan is to rethink the suggestions thing. So what I'm thinking of doing is making it to where I run the focus on what I'm doing. Don't put it there both. No, we've got the brakes on way too hard. I'm going to sort of probably post up a number of routes and trains, and then get you guys to poll on what you'd like, the sorts of things you want to see, and then when I get down to a selection of scenarios, I shall poll you and get you to tell me which scenarios you want to see. Dave, thank you for the host. In which case, I think, because what I'm losing with the moment is I've got lots of people saying play my scenario. And what I actually want is people saying, hey, this scenario looks cool, can you play it? Or I played this scenario, even better, I played this scenario and I thought it was awesome, can you play it? And show everybody else. That's what I like to show people. Look, H sign, H sign. Stop train now, thank you. Right. Yeah, so I kind of want to try and work out the best way to get everybody's favourite scenarios and show you the best content. What did I say when I said 618 kilometres? I've no idea. Apparently I said Mesak in 618 kilometres. What I meant was Mammendorf in 618 kilometres. I kind of oppose that require quite a few polls just for one scenario. No, because the idea would be to sort of list a bunch of scenarios and then pick out the ones that came to the top of the list and use that to poll a bunch of scenarios at once. Not one per poll. Crikey, you'll be here all night. But that's kind of why I want to think about it and do something different, because it's not working at the moment because I'm missing. I don't know where the good scenarios are in the pile, and I'm sure I'm missing new scenarios that are good. So. I want to try and change things up a little bit, but I'm going to have to sit and think about it, work out the right way to where we can get the answer quickly without having to go through lots and lots of effort on your part or my part. Next station, Haspelmoor, 4.7 kilometres. Were you still showing the new releases now? Absolutely, Dave. Oh yeah, absolutely. New releases will always take priority. When new stuff comes out, I will be showing that, yeah, that'll definitely take priority. Haspelmoor. There are certain people I know whose scenarios are always worth playing. Chris, you're one of them. Chris Rogers. But I also like to try and sample new authors that we've not used before and see who and sort of explore new things. So one of the things is tonight we're looking at a scenario from someone we've not seen before, someone called RB Jets. It's run created what looks to be quite a popular series, Leaving Wenatchee. So I thought we'd give that one a go. So I want to try and sample new authors, but I also want to look at the awesome stuff you guys are making as well. Todd Burke, yeah, never a bad one from Todd Burke. The MJ, I can't remember. I think we've only run one of yours so far, and I seem to remember it was alright. But it won't be down to me. I kind of want to... I'm going to pick a selection of scenarios and then let you guys vote on it, and you can tell me. Can you please explain how the polling works? Yeah, when I figured it out. I don't know. All I'm doing at the moment is telling you I'm going to change things around, and it's going to be based on letting you lot tell me what you want to see. Rather than me just randomly picking stuff. It's H all the way down the end here. So my little train, I've got to make everybody walk. Adama, I must admit, I always enjoy playing your scenarios, Adama. So it's I put you in my list of recommended authors, as with Agsieg. Darkness, that'd be interesting to hear. Fringe Starling, when I do polls, I'm going to do multi-user, multi-poll, so you'll be able to vote for all the ones that you want to see. So in theory, you shouldn't need to do multiple polls. Right, on our way to Olthengligenberg. No idea how to pronounce that. There's letters that are in all the wrong places. Just because you feel the H sign's in the wrong place doesn't mean you can disregard it. Yes, it does. In my game, it means I can do what I like. The H sign is a suggestion. It's much like speed limits, and PZB magnets, and signals. Right. Station platforms, apparently, they're just a suggestion as well. Platform, we're about on time. You know what? It's close enough to the H. Fire Dev, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Have I ever done OMC? Yeah, I have played OMC. I didn't really get on with it, to be honest. I can see why people do like it, though. Arnold A. Strimmer, might I suggest to any new authors out there these are TSL Steam group to expose their work? Yes, absolutely. And when I get the TrainSimLive.tv website up and running properly, it will have its own forum, and that will become the main forum for the community. So I'll be pushing as many people as I can to encouraging them to come along to the website, and there'll be a place for people to sort of advertise their work. And get feedback from people. Everybody. There's a lot of people here making scenarios, running scenarios. That sort of people who want feedback, people who want to give feedback. So it's a case of get everybody talking to each other and make use of that resource. BMJ Epic. Why not have all British scenarios in one bit and German next? You draw a scenario out of each bit so that one scenario gets played and it's all random. Not quite sure what you're suggesting, but don't worry about it. Let me think about it, and it sounds like Darkness has got an idea as well. Forums? You're all forum, are you, Chris? The other thing I was thinking of was that would the scenario authors here like a sort of an as played on Train Sim Live badge to put on your workshop description pages for the scenario, or is that something that you're not that interested in? Because if you are, then I'll start putting something together. If you're not, then there's no point. Sounds like people like that idea. Alright, and then what I could do is make it to where it can also, if the scenario gets uploaded to YouTube, it can link to the YouTube as well. Have a messed up by Matt badge. No, that's not a mean fringe styling. I mean something like on for workshop. Actually, when you go on Steam Workshop, you can if someone's played something, then I can send them a badge that they can then update the Steam Workshop description page for, so that when someone finds their workshop, their scenario on Steam Workshop, it will say it'll say in the description as played by. I don't think I can do icons in the chat for a specific group of users. That would be really nice, actually, if you could. I don't think you can do that. Even if and when I can become a yeah, well, you think give elite authors a TSL badge like Squirrel does. Yeah, like I said, I don't think you can do it on a group of users. You can only do it on subs, and that's done automatically by Twitch. Is scenario suggestions staying the same? For the time being, just keep suggesting scenarios in the same in the current fashion. You can have another badge. Castle Douglas signalman followed me here. Hey Susanna. All right, Augsburg Straße. Right, 13 kilometres to Augsburg. Did everyone survive the barbecue? They certainly did. I got nothing but compliments from my barbecue. At least everyone that's been able to send me a Skype message anyway. See you later, Norman. Thanks for stopping by. We're just going to Augsburg, bus driver. We're about to get to Augsburg, Strasse, and I think this is the next one after that we finish. Am I going to the DRS Open Day? It's not on my current plan to do that now. ICA. Nine kilometres. Best freight train to drive on the Jamel. You either want the 66 Freightliner or you want the Powerhaul 70. Truck and PT, back from the world of Forza. Which Forza are you playing, Truck and PT? Played Apex yet? I've had a quick look at Apex, it looks good. Done about three races and that's it so far. Class 43, we don't have subscriptions on this channel. Not yet, not until and unless I can become partner. But as at this time, sit back, relax, enjoy the channel. I do have a donations tip jar, but that's up to you. Oh dear, what we got? 100 kilometre limit coming up. Okay, better think about that then. Axieg is going to buy his first Ying Ying in the summer sale. Superb. I know what you mean, Fringe Starling. I was sent on a business trip to Australia in my last job, and having flown all the way around the world, I ended up with in a place that can only be described as second class to a travel lodge. I was really unhappy. So much so I complained we got upgraded to a different hotel. It's like I don't demand first class treatment, but this is ridiculous. They didn't have to pay. No, I didn't have to pay for it. No, the company paid for it. What we got now? 3.6 kilometres. I definitely feel like I want to make it to us. At the moment, when I'm with this, the way that all these values are updating, they update once a second. I think for the most part, things like speedometer, that's absolutely fine. However, I really think that things like the CIFA, for example, need to be a bit faster than that. So I might have to make it to where the thing that caches and interfaces the values back can allow you to be select how fresh you want your data to be. Sorry, Lightola, what's the question, mate? Try not to ignore people. If you feel like you're being ignored, shout at a moderator and get them to shout at me. Augsburg, Houndstetter Strasse. Well, no problem. It's lighting up fine. I'm reacting to it on this panel, not on anything else. But it's more the fact that when I reset it, it takes a minute to it takes a second to reset, which is slightly more concerning because I don't know whether it's actually reset or if I've done the pedal too quickly and it's actually, you know, it's not. Sometimes I've, if particularly on a laggy scenario, you release the pedal, reset the pedal, and it actually doesn't reset it because it didn't realise because you were too fast. So that's always my concern if the light stays on. What's going on over there? I see you. I see you. I see you. I see E, I do. I see E. No, doesn't work. Never mind. Right, moving on. A bit late for this one, but never mind. Finch Stalin, you are being ignored, mate. That is intentional. Ah, look at that. That's close enough to the H, isn't it? It'll do. Oh dear. I started my tea yet? Oh yes. Thank you for reminding me it's gone cold. Right, we have green with another distant green. Augsburg, Bahnhof, track 6. Speed limit 120, dropping to 80. Custom hitcher. His nightly follow. Right, here we go. Oh, it's APT Steve sneaking on there. Welcome, Steve. Bob5053, thank you for the follow. Doors open. Turn the wipers off now, don't need them anymore. Susanna Pixie, I haven't checked Twitch messages actually. I'll have to go and have a look later on. You certainly need to improve your skills. I was probably a bit late for one or two stops. How many was I late for? 2. God. Right. Moving on. What we got now? We have got the Jacobite Part 1. So this is a preparation scenario. Let's switch to changing